So I was at a party last night, which explains why I'm looking so sleepy today. It was a long, boring party and I just wanted to leave and go home. But I really didn't know how to excuse myself. Which is when I realized how important it is to learn how to excuse yourself in social situations. Hello, and a very warm welcome to today's lesson. My name is Rima, and today I'm going to teach you how you can excuse yourself in social situations. A very important art is what I have learned. Well, I have written down a few ways in which you can excuse yourself when you want to leave a particular situation, but it's kind of a setting wherein you can't just walk out. You have to say something, you have to give a little bit of an explanation. Okay, so let's look at the first way. It says, I'm afraid I will have to take your leave. So imagine you're at a dinner or a party and you want to leave for whatever reason. Instead of just walking up to your host and saying, okay, I'm leaving, or you know what, I'm bored, I'm on my way out. These things are not polite. So how about if you say, I'm afraid I will have to take your leave, which kind of gives the feeling that, you really have to go against your will, like you don't really want to go, but you have to go, So it sounds more formal. It sounds like you don't really want to leave. You want to spend time. You want to be there for longer, but the situation or the time is not allowing you. So I use this very often, and I must tell you, it works every time, whether it is a formal meeting, whether it's a party or a dinner. I'm afraid I will have to take your leave. You have to put a little conviction on your face, and it's going to work every time. Moving on, the next one. I actually have some people waiting for me. Now this one is golden, because who wants to keep anybody waiting? It's considered rude, it's considered impolite. I'm sure the host of your party or dinner or the person you're meeting with also does not like to keep anybody waiting. So if you go and tell the host of your party or the person you're meeting with, actually, I have some people waiting for me, so can I take your leave? Of course, if you glance at your watch, it adds a little more drama to the whole situation. And yes, this will work too. So actually, I have some people waiting for me puts you as a considerate person who likes to be on time everywhere and who doesn't like to keep people waiting. And instead of being awkward, this line actually shows you in a positive light. Moving on, I have the next one. So this one in particular is for phone calls. Now let's say there are certain phone calls or certain people in particular that you don't want to attend to at a particular time. So if you use the excuse, I'm with people right now, can I speak to you later? Now this works every time. I'll tell you why it works. Imagine you're sitting with a group of people and your phone rings. You're obviously going to feel a little awkward taking a personal call or even a work call for that matter in front of other people. So you will excuse yourself very naturally, right? Now imagine there's a phone call that you don't want to attend in any case, or maybe you don't have an answer for that person right now. So you could very well use this excuse, I'm with some people right now, can I speak to you later? This works every time. It seems like you're a considerate person who doesn't like to be rude to other people. At the same time, you want to talk to the caller. It's not like you're avoiding the caller. It's just that you don't have time right now. In order to make this convincing, if you can sound a little quiet and say, hey, I'm with people right now, can I call you later? That kind of adds a little more conviction to the whole situation. Moving on. Now this one can be used very, very often, and it's quite dangerous, I must tell you, because this one actually means one thing but makes the person feel another thing. So this one can be used on the phone as well as in any other situation. Okay, so I'm going to write phone or meeting or any situation which is social. So I'm going to write socially. Okay, so can I catch you later at length? So let's say you are with some people and the phone rings. Okay, I'm going to first use the phone situation. The phone rings, okay, and somebody wants to talk to you in great detail about a particular topic. Now, you don't have the time at that point of time, okay? So you don't want the person to feel like you're neglecting the person or you're cutting the person short, which can really, make the person feel really offended. So you can say, can I catch you later at length? Meaning, can I give you a lot of time, just not right now, later? And that sounds really good. Now, if you're in a meeting, okay, and say, you're meeting with one particular person and a third person joins in for some reason and the third person wants to talk a lot or wants to go into great detail about certain things. Now, if you tell this person, you know what, I'd love to talk to you, but can I catch you later at length so that we can give this so much more time? Now, it makes the third person feel important. At the same time, it also forces the third person to kind of take your leave and move on so that you can continue with the conversation that you were having. So this one is really golden. Make sure you use it well. Can I catch you later at length? Now, at length over here means at peace or when you have a lot of time. So anybody who wants your time, these words are golden to their ears. They'd love to talk to you at length. Moving on. This one, I'm sure I don't need to teach you this one. We've all used it at some point of time. At some point of time, it has been real for us. At some point of time, we're just kind of using it as an excuse. Suddenly, I don't feel too well, so I would like to take your leave. Meaning, you're not feeling very good, you're feeling slightly sick, or you feel like you have a fever coming on or a headache coming on and you don't want to be working right now or you don't want to be in that situation right now, you want to leave. And once you say this, you will obviously get a lot of sympathy, a lot of concern from the other person and you won't have to explain anything further. So if you have no explanations or you're genuinely feeling sick, you could just excuse yourself by saying, suddenly, I don't feel too well. Can I please take your leave? And that will be that. Moving on. This one is good too, and nowadays with people keeping a very, very busy schedule, a crazy routine, this one is used a lot. Now let's say you've been invited to a dinner, okay? Now you've done your socializing, you've met the host, you've spent time with the people that you have to spend time with, now you want to leave. But the dinner's still on and a lot of people are still there. So how do you excuse yourself? Okay, you could just say, you know what, I have some place to be, meaning I have to reach somewhere. Okay, so I have some place to be, meaning I have to reach somewhere. So can I catch you later or can I take your leave or I would like to leave? And when people realize that you have to reach somewhere, they obviously won't be standing in your way and you could get out of there quite easily. Now the next one is similar to this one, but the difference is this can be used in a formal situation, like a work meeting, now say you've gone for a formal work meeting and that meeting has overshot its time, it's gone on and on and on and now you want to leave. You can just say, I have a prior commitment, so I would like to take your leave. Now what does prior commitment mean? Prior means earlier and commitment could be a meeting or an appointment. Now naturally, everyone sets their appointments and meetings well in advance. So when you say I have a prior commitment, it means that you have already planned something earlier, which could be a meeting, an appointment, or some sort of personal work, okay? And because of that, you need to leave. So when you say I have a prior commitment, it sounds more formal and it's best used in a work setting. Moving on, I have the next one, which is I have a meeting to attend. Now this is very close to the earlier ones, but this one clearly says what you have to do next. You have a meeting to attend. So you could just say, you know what, I have a meeting to attend, but can I call you and we can speak about this? So it shows that you're a busy person, you have things lined up, and you have to do all of those things at the same time. The person that you're talking to is important to you also. And I think this one's really nice and straightforward and simple. Simple is what I love. Moving on, now this one has been used by many people. Let's say you're in a party or in a social function, or say, just a place where, you mingle and talk to work people, you're just socializing, and suddenly one conversation's getting a little too boring, a little too awkward for your own taste. Then what will you do? You could say something like, I just remembered I have to make an important work call, or I just remembered I have to make an important personal call. Now we all have our cell phones right there in our hands. All you have to do is use your tiny little best friend and get out of that awkward situation. So you can just say that you have an important call to make or an important call to take if your phone rings in the presence of the other person, and just excuse yourself. Works every time. And of course, last but not the least, I'm tired, I think I'll call it a day. Now, it always happens that we're very busy people, we have busy schedules, and sometimes it gets a little tiring. So if you want to excuse yourself out of a situation, all you have to say is, I think I'm really tired, so I'm going to call it a day. Now, what does call it a day mean? Call it a day means that you're done for the day, you want to finish your day, and you want to head home or wherever that you have to go. Another way of using this would be if it's a night situation or an evening situation and you think it's getting very late in the night and maybe you have an early start in the morning. So you could just say, I think I'm tired, I think I'll call it a night. Yeah, so just replace day with night. It just means you want to finish your night. You could even add, I have an early start tomorrow. Now that always sounds very convincing. So I really hope that the next time you're stuck in an awkward social situation or you want to leave from somewhere, you won't be lost, you won't be confused. You'll probably just use one of these lines and you'll be just fine. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. I'll be back again with many more lessons. This is me, Rima, taking your leave and signing out. And of course, if you've enjoyed the video, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel.